And then I went to McDonald's that night. I ate very unhealthy yesterday. It was terrible. But the UC closed early, and I was ticked. So Chris and I were like, let's just go to McDonald's. It was the weird that McDonald's you and I went to, Jay. That weird ass McDonald's. Just weird shit happens in there. And when I got there, the breakfast menu was open. It was like 10:35 p.m. I was like, why is the breakfast menu up? So Chris went to ask them, hey, are you guys serving breakfast right now? And he like looked at the guy, and the guy looked at him and made eye contact. So Chris started asking, and he's like, are you guys still? And the guy just walked away from Chris. Wow, he's like the manager. He just fucking stepped away from Chris. So the next employee walks by, and Chris starts asking him, and the guy never even acknowledges Chris exists. So Chris turns around to me, he's like, I don't want to eat here anymore. This is terrible. I finally got the guy's attention, and I asked him, so are you guys serving breakfast right now? And he says, no, we're not going to be serving breakfast for another, looks at his watch, he's like, 24 minutes if you'd like to just wait around. And so many thoughts went through my head in that moment. I was like, one, why would I be so excited for McDonald's breakfast that I would want to just sit in McDonald's for 24 minutes until they were ready to serve it? Like, why would I show up 24 minutes early? Like, yes.
Wait, why did they start at like 11:30?
That was the other thing. I was like, so you guys are gonna start serving breakfast at 11 p.m.? Like, is it just they're a 24-hour branch? So I would understand if they started serving breakfast at like 5 in the morning. That seems like a reasonable hour. 11 p.m.? Like, what? I was very confused. So the guy finally was like, yeah, you can get lunch if you want. And I looked at the menu and it was all breakfast stuff. I'm like, well, can I see the lunch menu? He's like, oh man. He like goes up and changes it. Oh, hey Chris, I'm telling the story of McDonald's. Chris says, fuck McDonald's. Well, he changes it and I went to order and I was looking at the number 6. I looked right at it, pointed at it and went, can I get a number 4? And then the guy like put it in and I was like, I don't want a number 4. Chris, don't make me feel like an idiot. So I asked for a number 4 and I meant to say 7 or 6. And then I said, no. I meant to say I wanted a number 6. So the guy asked me, it was like a bacon clubhouse thing. I don't know. And he said, would you like it? Yeah, he was asking grilled, crispy, or like medium, like cooked, medium cooked or something. I was like or quarter cooked was what he said. I was like, you're only gonna cook it a quarter of it? I was so confused at this point. But how he said grilled, crispy, or quarter cooked, he said, would you like it grilled, crispy, or quarter cooked? So I thought grilled crispy was an option. So I said grilled crispy. The story's not nearly as funny as I make it. I'm crying. He just looked at me and suddenly got really pissed off. He was like, grilled or crispy. You gotta realize, the dude was the drive-thru worker too. So every time I tried to talk to him, he like put his finger up to his headset and started talking to me in the drive-thru. I was like, "Are you listening to me?" But I clearly wasn't listening to him. So I got kind of nervous and crispy. And that's when I realized that you don't grill or you don't have a grilled or crispy option when it comes to beef. And I was like, I bet this asshole is gonna give me chicken even though I ordered beef. So when I went to sit down, I opened it, and I could have sworn it was a fried egg. I mean, I looked at it for like 3 minutes, because it was so yellow, like an egg yolk.
I'm like crying.
I told you this was one of my favorite stories. So I was sitting there, I was like, Chris, I think this is a breakfast meal. Like, when we got back onto the breakfast for a while, it's like, this guy just gave me breakfast. Are you kidding me? And I finally touched it, and it was chicken. I could tell by the touch it was chicken. Oh, and then when I went to get a cap, they had these weird ass cap dispensers that you had to like open it up and it would give you one cap at a time, so people didn't take like 18 caps. They must have had a problem with people stealing caps. But they were so gross. They were all sticky and had like ketchup all over them. I had to open every one of them to get the size right for my cup. So many different sizes. I was like, oh, what is this? And then we finally sat down, and Chris sits down with his Big Mac, and he's like, "What, do they not have ketchup in this life?" And there was no ketchup. So Chris went to ask the guy, "Hey, can I have some ketchup?" And he looks at the guy, and the guy looks, "Oh shit, run, 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 run!" And the guy looks back at him. Chris like, "Can I get some ketchup packets?" And the guy just doesn't respond. Chris like, and Chris just repeats ketchup. All he says to the guy the second time is ketchup. And the guy's like, "Oh yeah. Do you want like 2?" And Chris is like, "Can I get like 4 or 5?" So the guy just looks at him for a second and doesn't say anything. He's like, "Oh yeah, and gives him 3. Chris is so pissed off. Oh, that was my story of going to McDonald's. I want to thank you guys for watching today's video and helping support the channel. If you enjoyed the video, we would appreciate it if you would hit that like button and tell us what you liked about it in the comments section below. If you're looking for more videos like this one, then go ahead and join the cul-de-sac by clicking that subscribe button and follow us on Twitter at @TheEdBoys. All links are in the description.